Following is a class on the Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, second chapter, text number 18, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on October 29th, 1972, in Vrindavan, India.
Translation. By regularly hearing the Bhagavatam and rendering service unto the pure devotees, all that is troublesome to the heart is practically destroyed, and loving service unto the glorious Lord who is praised with transcendental songs is established as an irrevocable fact.
Nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu. Abhadra, we have discussed yesterday, abhadrani, all dirty things. This material life means dirty life. People do not understand. They think by nice dress, a nice apartment, and nicely washed body, that is civilization. They do not know that what is the dirty things which has attacked him, what is the contamination, that he does not know. Lokasya ajanata. It is said that the fools, rascals, they do not know it. Anartha upasamam sakshat bhakti yugam adhokhaji. Lokasya ajanata vidyan chakre sattata sanghi. Anartha. In the name of civilization, we have increased so many unwanted things, unnecessary. This is called anartha. Artha means which is substance. So, just like we can give so many examples, when there was no so-called advancement of civilization, people used to eat on utensils made of silver, gold, at least metal. Now they are using plastic. And still they are proud of advancement of civilization. Actually it is anartha. Anartha. Unwanted things. At least in 200 years ago, in India, there was no industry. I think I am correct. But people were so happy. They did not have to go 200 miles or 500 miles away from home and for earning livelihood. In Europe and America, I see people are going for earning their livelihood by aeroplane, daily passenger. I have seen. From Vancouver they are coming to Montreal and other places. 500 miles. At least 50 miles one must go. In New York, many people are coming from distant places, long islands, crossing the seas, then again bus, again. Anartha, simply, unnecessary. People, Chanakya Pandit says that who is happy? He says, the man who does not go out of home and who is not a debtor, he is happy. Very simple thing. Who does not go out of home and he is not a debtor, he is happy. So now we see everyone is out of home and everyone is a great debtor. So how you can be happy? In America, the bank canvasses that you take money, you purchase motor car, you purchase your house, and as soon as you get your salary, you give me, that's all. Finish. You take the card, American, what is called? AM card? Yes.
Bank America.
Bank card, that's how to. Bankrupt. You see? So you take the card, you will purchase whatever you like and deposit your money in the bank, then again you are without any money, simply that card. That's all. So actually we are creating anarthas. Anarthas means unwanted things. So, just like practical example, anartha upasamam sakshat bhakti yogam madhukkhaji. If one is engaged in bhakti yoga practice, devotional service, immediately the anarthas will be diminished. Just like our students. Since they have joined this Krishna consciousness movement, they are all Americans, Europeans, they knew how to increase anarthas, unwanted things. It is confirmed. Immediately they have given the cinema bill, the club bill, the intoxication bill, the gambling bill, and so many things. And medical bill also. We don't pay very much medical bill. That's a fact. So actually, Krishna consciousness movement is so nice that if one takes to it, immediately he reduces so many rascal anarthas, which is not required. Does a man die without smoking? It is anartha, unnecessarily. They are habituated by bad association. Sangha sanjayati kama, kamat lobha sanjayati. By bad association they learn how to smoke, how to gamble, how to eat. Just like in India, so-called gentlemen, they go to hotel to test meat, cow's flesh, how it is tasting. I know personally some friends. So these are anarthas. So, Sutta Goswami said that if you want to reduce your anarthas which are not wanted, anartha upasamam sakshat bhakti yogam madhukkhaji. If you engage yourself in devotional service of the Lord, then immediately, directly, the anarthas will be diminished, which is not required, unnecessary. Anartha upasamam sakshat bhakti yoga. Just like in America, the government is spending lots of money, millions of dollars to stop this intoxication habit of the young man, LSD. But they do not know how they can be stopped. The government is so rascal that they do not know. The government means full of rogues and rascals, I tell frankly. They do not know. Here it is a medicine given, and it is practically happening. Anyone who is coming to us, although he was habituated to so many bad habits, immediately gives. No intoxication, immediate. But they will not come to patronize this movement. They will pay their officers and spend lavishly for some nonsense program and plan. Is it not? Yes. Here is the medicine. Anartha upasamam sakshat bhakti yogam madhukkhaji. Teach people bhakti yogam. All anarthas will be vanquished immediately. Anarthas mean things which are not required. Anartha upasamam sakshat bhakti yogam madhukkhaji lokasya ajanatah. But these foolish people, they do not know. Here is the remedy. They won't consult the perfect knowledge, Vedic knowledge. They won't consult. They will manufacture their own ways. That this is the lokasya ajanata. Because these fools, they do not know how to get out of these clutches of unwanted things. Therefore, vidwan, one who knows, vidwan. Vid means knowledge. and Van means one who possesses. Vidwan. So Vyasdev, Vidwan, the perfect Vidwan. Lokasya janata vidyan chakre sartada sanghita. Vidwan, Vyasdev has made this Srimad Bhagavatam. Take shelter of Srimad Bhagavatam and you know perfectly how you can diminish your unwanted things. And the simple process is, as we have already discussed yesterday, that Sinnathang Sakatha Krishna Punnasya Vanakirtana Riddhantasya Avadrani Vidhunati Suhitata. If you simply hear about Krishna, Krishna is speaking himself in the Bhagavad Gita. Don't malinterpret, simply hear as Arjuna heard it. Sometimes some rascals say that Bhagavad Gita Arjuna heard directly, but we do not find now Krishna. So how we can hear? Then his words are there. Krishna is not different from his words. He is absolute. If you read Bhagavad Gita as it is, through the disciplic succession, then you are as good as Arjuna, hearing directly from Krishna. There is no difference. But if you play rascal down, this word means this word means that, this word means this is rascal down. If you play rascal down, then you will remain a rascal. You will not improve. But if you hear exactly like Arjuna, as Arjuna said, Sarvamitam Ritangamanni, my dear Krishna, whatever you are saying, that is all right, in toto. I don't misinterpret. Param Brahma Param Dhamam Pavitram Paramam Bhavan. This is understanding. You understand Bhagavad Gita as it is, in devotion. Bhaktosi. Krishna instructed Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. He said that this Bhagavad Gita, this yoga system is now lost. Yoga nasta parantapa. Now I shall again begin that yoga through you, because you are my devotee. Bhaktos. Krishna did not go to find out a Vedantist to teach, the so-called Vedantist. A Vedantist means he is devotee. Veda means knowledge. And Anta means ultimate. So what is the ultimate knowledge? Ultimate knowledge is described. Bhavanam janmanamante jnanavan mang prabhadat. That is ultimate knowledge. After speculating knowledge, life after life, when one comes to the point to surrender unto Krishna, that is real knowledge. That is real knowledge. Unless you come to the point of surrendering unto Krishna, your knowledge is defective. You may advertise yourself as very learned scholars, but we have got simple formula. Our position is very strong and simple. We take the words of Krishna and corroborate with Krishna's word. Now when we see that one man is not a devotee of Krishna, or he does not surrender to Krishna, immediately we take him belonging to the four classes, Duskritina, Mudha, Naradhama, Maya, Apuntagyana. Immediately take. It doesn't require much time to taste him, what he is, because he has no surrender to Krishna and talks all nonsense. There are so many Gita explainers in our country, simply talking nonsense, minus Krishna. That's all. Bhagavad Gita means minus Krishna. That's all. Such rascals have spoiled the whole country. You see? Everyone is so politicians and this, that, all that. Oh, I am student of Bhagavad Gita. And what do you know about Krishna? Krishna is zero. That's all. This is going on. So, therefore Krishna says, Namang duskitanam mura prapadante naradhama. So we have to hear. If we actually want to diminish our anarthas, then we must hear Krishna as he is speaking, without any interpretation. So, this is the process of diminishing all dirty things within the heart. Sunnatang sakatha Krishna punna savana kirtana riddantastya. Krishna is riddantastya within your heart. Vidhunati, he washes all dirty things. Krishna is taking charge of washing your dirty things. Simply by hearing about you, why don't you take this opportunity? What is this nonsense? Krishna simply says, hear about me. Satatang kintantang mam. Always chanting about me and hearing about me. Simple process, but the rascals will not take. They will make humbugs, jugglery of words. This is meaning, this is meaning, this is meaning. Therefore, they do not advance. Andha jathandhi rupaniyamana. The story of anchor. The anchor was not taken, and the whole night they rowed on the boat, and it was where it was there. Now, the next verse is that if you hear about Krishna, from Krishna, Krishna's representative, not from bogus men. According to this Vedic philosophy, if somebody speaks about Bhagavad Gita, but he is not a Vaishnava, Sanatana Goswami had forbidden that don't hear from him, because he will create rascal. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said, Mayavadi bhasya sunile hoy sarbonas. If you hear about Krishna from an impersonalist, so-called Mayavadi, then your future is doomed, finished. And Sanatana Goswami has said, Avaishnava mukhadginna putohari kathamritam savanam nakattam. Avaishnava, those who are not following the principles of Vaishnava behavior, professional, that are so professional reciters, that is forbidden. Don't hear from them. Now, here it is said, Nityang Bhagavata Sevaya. It is not said, Saptahang Bhagavata Seva. Nityang Bhagavata Seva. Where this Saptaha comes, I do not know. Is Bhagavat such a thing that by hearing one Saptaha, he will understand everything? He cannot understand one word by reading Bhagavata, Saptaha. What to speak of 18,000 verses? The whole Vedic knowledge is there. Nigama kalpatara galitam phalamida. What will understand? This is profession. The real prescription is given here. Nityang Bhagavata Seva. Every day or every moment you should remember Bhagavatam. Then, nasta prayaso abhadrish. Nasta prayaso, the dirty things which are within our heart, that is, the process is going on to wash the dirty things, and the process is hearing about Krishna. This is Krishna consciousness movement is like. That you hear about Krishna patiently, and the dirty things within your heart will go out. What is the dirty things? The dirty things, the rajastama bhava. That will be explained. So, by hearing about Krishna, from Krishna or from his devotee, nashtaprayas, not completely finished. The contamination is there. Therefore Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, apiche suduracharo bhajate mamanannabha sadhureva samanta. Nashtaprayas, one who has taken to devotional service, hearing about Krishna, he has not become completely perfect, even because due to his past habit, he may do something wrong. Just like one was habituated in smoking, and he has taken initiated, and he has taken to Krishna consciousness, but due to the influence of some friend, he sometimes, suppose he smokes. So, if unconsciously induced by others, he commits some sinful activity, but that is excused. But if he conscientiously does something, sinful activity, that is not excused. Krishna says, therefore, that apite suduracharo bhajate mam anannabha. If he sticks to the devotional service sincerely, but due to his past habit, if he is seen that he has committed something wrong, so Krishna said, still he is sadhu. Sadhureva samanta. Sammak bhavasitaya. Because his faith in Krishna is there. Therefore, he is sadhu. Now one may say that he is not following strictly the rules. But intentionally, if he is doing so, then it is very risky. He will fall down. But by chance, if he does so, the next line says, Khipram bhavati dharmatma. Because he is sticking to Krishna consciousness, he will be again reformed. Khipram, very soon he will be reformed. These are the things are there. Therefore it is said, nashtaprayasu. Not that completely one becomes perfect. Even prayasu, almost perfect. Still, almost, not that completely. Abhadreshu, he is trying to give up all bad habits, unwanted things. Nashtaprayashu abhadreshu. How it is possible? Nityam bhagavata sevaya. Not saptaha bhagavata sevaya, officially. This is karma kandiya. I sit down for one saptaha in a year, and then 357 days I do all nonsense. No. Nityam bhagavata sevaya. One has to serve Bhagavat. Bhagavat means this, one who is related with Bhagavan. Bhagavat, from Bhagavat Sabda, from the word Bhagavat, Bhagavat. So, Bhagavat means the Grantha Bhagavat, the book Bhagavat, and the devotee Bhagavat. So either you read Srimad Bhagavatam, but Srimad Bhagavatam should be realized, understood through person Bhagavat. It is a commendation. Swarup Damodar, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's secretary, personal secretary, he chastised one Brahmin. He wrote something wrong, and after all he gave him advice that if you want to study Bhagavata, then Bhagavata parogiya Bhagavata sthane. Try to understand Srimad Bhagavatam from a devotee, not from a professional man who is earning his livelihood by reading Bhagavad. He must be practical Bhagavad. Then he will get. Sanatana Goswami has also said that Avaishnava mukhadgina puto hari katha amritam. Hari katha amrita, nectar. But still, although it is amrita, it is not to be received from the mouth of a non-devotee. One must be practical devotee, pure devotee. When he speaks, you should receive Bhagavat, the message of Bhagavat or Bhagavad Gita from him. Avaishnava mukhadgi na puta hari kathamrita sravanam na kartam. Do not hear. Reject. Professional readers, reject immediately. Those who are earning their livelihood by the Bhagavat reading profession, you should immediately reject. This is the injunction. Not that, oh, here is Bhagavat. Here is Bhagavat, I must sit down. No. Sanatana Goswami says no. Savanam na kartam. Why? Harikatha, he may be whatever he may be. But he is speaking Bhagavat. What is the harm to hear from him? One can argue like that. No, Sanatana Goswami says, yes, sarpachishta payojatha. Milk is amrita, nice. But as soon as it is touched by the tongue of a serpent, it is full. It is poison. Sarpachishta payojatha. He has given this very example. Milk is very nice, undoubtedly, everyone will agree. But as soon as it is touched by the leaf of a serpent, you cannot drink it. Then he will die. Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has also warned like that Mayavadi bhasya sunile hoy sarvada. If you hear from a Mayavadi who misinterpret things according to their whims, so then he will be spoiled. He will not get any benefit. And Sarup Damodar, secretary of Lord Chaitanya, he has also the same thing, that Bhagavata paragya Bhagavata sthan. Those who are practical Bhagavat, life Bhagavat, from them, from him, try to understand Bhagavat. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in instruction, his secretary is in instruction, and Sanatana Goswami, these are Mahajana. Mahajana jena gata sapantha. We have to follow the path of great personalities, not of the fools and rascals. Then you will get the result. Satang prasangat mama bija sangvida bhavantirit kanna rasayana katha tajjusanat apavarga varpani asu sadhya bhakti ranukramisadi. This is the process. So, nityam bhagavata sevaya nasta prayesu avadresu. Not even completely, because you cannot approach Krishna in sinful life. Those who are thinking that we are living in Vrindavan and I can do all sinful activities because I am living in Vrindavan, Vrindavan Raja will cure me, will purify me. That's a fact. Yes. But if you go on indulging in such sinful activities, then you will have to live in Vrindavan in like the hogs and monkeys. At least one life you have to spend like that, then you will be purified. So why should you waste your time in that way? Dham aparat. If one is committing sinful activities in the dham, Vrindavan dham, there is a great offense. Namnad balad jasahi papa buddhi. These are the injunctions of the Shastra. So, we should be very careful. We should finish our business very quickly. Turnam jateta. Why should we take another risk of becoming hog and live in Vrindavan? Don't take that risk. Nasta prayasavadhu. Finish all contamination, dirty things, and become completely pure. Because Krishna is param mamma param dhama pavitram paramam bhavan. He is complete pure. Apapa vidhyam in the Ishopanishad. Krishna is uncontaminated, complete. Any contaminated thing goes to Krishna, he makes purified. just like the gopis. Actually, they approach Krishna in a lusty attitude, but because he was Krishna, they become purified. So, it is not that we shall purposefully remain impure and approach Krishna, but the process is that if you regularly hear about Krishna and serve Srimad Bhagavatam or a devotee, then gradually your contaminated things being washed off. Bhagavati uttama shloke bhakti bhavati naisthiti. The result will be the Bhagavati, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is glorified by uttama shloka, by transcendental prayers, just like Brahma Samhita. This is not ordinary words. All Vedic words, they are not ordinary, mundane words. Just like Hare Krishna mantra. This is not mundane sound. This is transcendental sound. Golokera prema dhana, Hari Nama Sankirtan. Hari Nama Sankirtan is not a material sound. Therefore it is effective. But if you contaminate it, it will not be effective. If you take it, Harinam, purely, without any offense, there are 10 kinds of offenses, then it will act immediately. Immediately it will. Golokera premodhana Harinama Sankirtana Rotina Janmila Kanatar Vishaya Vishanale Divanisi Hiya Jale Toribare Nakoin Upa. So this is the upa. If we actually serious to get out of this material clutches, then we should hear regularly about Krishna from a pure devotee of Krishna, Nityanga Bhagavata Sevaya. Then Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhakti Bhavati Naisthiti. Then your firm, steadiness in devotional service will be fixed up. Bhakti Naisthiti. Naisthiti means nobody can push out of it. And that is Naisthiti, Nishtha, firm faith, Dhiravrata. In ordinary case, in neophyte state, if somebody says that why you are, he will be surprised. This girl, this Saraswati, some boy said, oh, why you are chanting? This is not very good. She gave her a slap. Just see, Naisthiti. How firmly she is fixed up, although she is a small child. Bhakti bhavati Naisthiti. Nobody can deviate it. A pure devotee of Krishna, he cannot be deviated. You cannot cheat him. No. He will give you a slap. Naisthiti, bhavati, bhavati Naisthiti. So, that is required. Tato nishtha, tato ruchi, tatha shakti, tato bhava, sadhukanam premna, pradudbhave bhavat kama. Anartha, when the same thing is described by Rupa Goswami, as it is said here, nashta prayasu avadrish. This avadra, that's anartha, anartha nivittisya, bhakti. If one takes seriously to bhakti path, then the taste is that he has given up all nonsense and unwanted things. Not that he is a bhakta and is still smoking. He is not a bhakta. He is not a bhakta. That is the test. So these things are to be noted very carefully and try to associate with devotee. Tadero charana sevi bhakta sane bar. Try to serve the superior acharyas, Goswamis, ei chhaya gosai jar tarmui dar. Make a conviction, firm determination that we shall follow only the path chalked out by the 6 Goswamis. Shall not deviate. With this determination, if you go on, then everything is clear and there is no difficulty to become liberated or become a devotee of Krishna. Thank you.